What's up, guys? Welcome on board. Your host is Mustafa. Today's lesson is about present continuous. So we're going to see now when we use this present continuous. So we have 5 cases. The first, to describe an action that's going at the moment. That something is happening now. The first example, you are using the internet. You are studying the English grammar, and that's true because you're watching this video, so you're using internet to watch this video, and this video is about English grammar. It's about present continuous, so you're studying English grammar, so it's true. The second case, to describe an action that's going on during this period of time or trend. So if someone works for a certain company and you know that, maybe you didn't meet him or meet her for a certain time, and when you meet them, you ask them about whether they still work in the same work or not. So you ask, are you still working for the same company? So at that moment when you ask them, they weren't working because maybe it was night, and probably they work tomorrow morning. So as we learned that the present continuous, we use it when we describe an action that is happening now. But in this case, the person you ask is not working right now. So maybe he works tomorrow morning. So in this case, we use the present continuous. So we use the present continuous to describe an action that is going on for a period of time, or trend. More and more people are becoming vegetarians. So this is fashion. This is a trend. That means vegetarianism is popular amongst people. That means people are following this trend, and to be a vegetarian means to not eat meat or animal products. To describe an action, we use the present continuous to describe an action or event in the future which has already been planned or prepared. We are going on holiday tomorrow. Tomorrow is in the future, so here we should use the future simple. But in this case, as this event is prepared and planned, here in this case we use the present continuous, even though we saw that the present continuous use it when an action is happening at the moment. But in this case, as the event or the trip is already prepared, so we use it for the future. As this future event is already prepared, we use the present continuous. So we are going on holiday tomorrow. So this is the present continuous here, even though this will be a future action. We use it to describe a temporary event or situation. The temporary is not a permanent. Temporary is the opposite of permanent. So is an exception. So for example, we're talking about an artist at a concert. This artist usually plays drums, but at the night we attend that concert, he was playing guitar. So when we talk about it, here in this case we use the present continuous. So he usually plays drums, but he is playing guitar tonight. So this is an exception. This is a temporary event or situation that this artist usually doesn't play guitar, he plays drums, but tonight he's playing guitar. The weather forecast was good, but it's raining now. Here, maybe you watched the weather forecast on TV to know about what will the weather be like tomorrow, and maybe at 1 o'clock afternoon, maybe the weather was as good as was forecast last night, but it became rainy. So here, this is an exception because it wasn't told in the forecast, in the weather forecast. So here, it's a temporary situation. The weather forecast was good, that means was correct at that moment, but then it becomes not true, not correct. So it was raining. So here, the weather forecast was good, but it's raining now. We use the present continuous with always, forever, constantly to describe and emphasize a continuing series of repeated actions. Maybe something annoys you. So Harry and Sally are always arguing. Maybe you're fed up of hearing them. Maybe Sally and Harry are your neighbors, and you're fed up of hearing them always arguing. So here you emphasize by using the present continuous. So some sort you're complaining about what they do always. So Harry and Sally are always arguing. Harry is the man, Sally is the woman. You are constantly complaining about your mother-in-law. A mother-in-law is the mother of your wife or the mother of your husband. So maybe there is always tensions between the husband and his mother-in-law, or the wife and her mother-in-law. So you are constantly complaining about your mother-in-law. So hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thank you for tuning in, and to the next lesson. Goodbye.